by Sergeant First Class Brandon Guevara. Nicely done.
Took fear and terror into the hearts of those foolish enough to oppose them. Relentless in their skill and courage, not only in the air, but also on the ground. These brave soldiers have forged for themselves a place of honor in America's hearts. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Sergeant First Class Brandon Guevara, originally from San Antonio, Texas. It has been my proud honor to fly in our nation's POW NRA flag on this, my 938th free-fall parachute jump. I will describe for you today a demonstration of precision freefall as performed by members of your United States Army parachute team, the Golden Knights. At this time, members of the Gold Demonstration Team are high overhead and are distinctively painted C-147 jump aircraft at an altitude of 6,000 feet. The jumpmaster is looking out the left door of the aircraft. His head is outside in the wind of the cold. Through a series of hand and arm signals, relaying heading directions to the pilot, maneuvering the aircraft to a precise exit point for the jumpers. Watch closely, you may see the nose of the aircraft move slightly left or right in response to the steering instructions. The aircraft has been slowed to a safe exit speed of 120 miles per hour. The jumpers are out and the smoke is on. We now have two jumpers in free fall, rapidly approaching speeds of 120 miles per hour. They will separate and prepare to deploy their main parachute. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have the high-flying black and gold of Gould United States Army parachute team, the Golden Knights. The smoke trails each jumper leaves in the sky are created by two M18 red smoke canisters, which emit a continuous stream of smoke for up to 90 seconds. The jumper attaches to one foot with a specially designed bracket and then ties a lanyard to the activation pin. By pulling on this lanyard, the jumper can activate its smoke immediately upon exiting the aircraft while in free fall or under canopy. In more conventional Army use, these same smoke canisters are used for ground-to-ground signaling devices, ground-to-air signaling devices, or screening devices to conceal troop movement. At 1,000 feet, the jumper will do what is called a wind penetration check, taking his speed and distance across the ground. Will they fly a downwind leg, a base leg 90 degrees to the target, and then face into the wind for a final approach. The jumper keeps a close eye on the wind sock located in the target area. Once he's on final approach, he will shift all of his concentration to a small black dot in the center of the orange X. As he approaches the target, watch the minor corrections used in order to obtain a beautiful target area landing. On this next pass, you will see the dramatic cutaway maneuver. As our next jumper will show you the procedures that would normally take place if you were to have a malfunction with his main parachute. If you've ever wondered what would happen, then watch closely because you are about to find out. If you want to know more about the U.S. Army Parachute Team, the Golden Knights, search for us on social media at Army Parachute Team. And if you have any videos or pictures, tag us at Army Golden Knights. Wait momentarily for this jumper to exit the aircraft. The jumper is out, and the smoke is on. This is a perfectly good parachute and can be landed. However, the jumper will reach up and release one side of the parachute, causing it to malfunction. Once he does, he will be accelerating earthward at speeds in excess of 80 miles per hour. It would be impossible for this jumper to survive a landing under this parachute, so he must release it completely, return to free fall, and open his main parachute. This is the same procedure a free fall parachutist would use if he were to have a problem with his main parachute. The reserve or auxiliary parachute used by the Golden Knights is also a flexible wing glider such as the one you see here. However, there are some differences. It is white in color, has a slightly smaller wing surface area, and a much greater forward speed of up to 30 miles per hour. This allows the jumper to make it back into any tight situation, such as a downtown intersection or a major league stadium. While each jumper will pack his or her own main parachute, a certified parachute technician must repack in reserve every 180 days, whether it is used or not. The parachute you see floating earthward will be recovered, untangled, and hooked up to use again. If it does begin to float towards you, please do not attempt to catch or retrieve it. Our recovery team is on its way. The parachute has 7 openings in the front, which allows air to be forced in, inflating this flexible wing glider. You may notice the tail curl under. This slows the forward rate of speed and reduces his rate of descent. The United States Army Parachute Team is comprised of mostly non-commissioned officers. The 89 men and women of the Golden Knights come from various jobs throughout the military to spend 3 years on one of the 5 major sections of the team. Our administrative support section contains the officers of the command, operations, logistics, parachute maintenance, and media revision. Our aviation section flies and maintains our two C-147 jump aircraft and our 3 UP-8 Viking twin otters. Our competition section has 2 teams, the 4-way free fall formation team and the Canopy piloting team. Our tandem section provides tandem parachute jumpers to selected VIPs. And finally, our demonstration section has 2 teams. Since the colors of the Army are black and gold, so are the names of our teams. The team performing for you today is the Gold Demonstration Team. Looking high overhead, you will see our bomb burst maneuver. This is our salute to you, to all of you attending today's performance. Now, as you may have guessed, these jumpers are faced with a unique situation, a traffic jam in the sky. They must gain vertical separation to allow for individual approaches into the target area. This is completed by pulling down the front part of the parachute and spiraling down at speeds in excess of 60 miles per hour. This allows them to set up landing patterns much like you would see aircraft at a busy airport. These jumpers train year-round on piloting their parachute, but they always seem to do better when they can hear the roar of a beautiful First State Airshow crowd. Make some noise as we bring it to the target area. The parachutes used by the Golden Knights are flexible wing gliders constructed of lightweight with an inherent forward airspeed of 22 miles per hour. To turn left, the jumper pulls down the left steering line. To turn right, he simply pulls down the right steering line. As the jumpers near the ground, they will pull down both steering lines simultaneously for the safest and softest possible landing. As he brings it over the target for a beautiful dead center landing. And not to be outdone by the jumper in front of him, the next jumper shifts all his concentration to the target for another beautiful target area landing. Looking high overhead, you may see two canopies that are very close together. They are performing a facet of the sport known as canopy relative work. They are attacked by our 900 square foot Army Star drop flag. That's larger than your average single bedroom apartment. These jumpers are now orbiting their parachutes earthward and reaching speeds of 60 miles per hour. As they creep closer to the target area, you may hear the pilot give the command of ready break. As they separate for 1 and 2 beautiful target area landings. In 1961, we were designated the Army's official aerial unit. And 1 year later, we adopted our nickname, the Golden Knights. As the last of the jumpers removed their equipment and donned the distinctive maroon beret of today's modern paratrooper, I would like to introduce the jumpers. But first, performing the difficult duties of ground control. From White Wright, Texas, he is an airborne Black Hawk mechanic of 32 free fall parachute jumps, Sergeant Aaron Decker. And now for the jumpers. From Franklin, Wisconsin, he is an airborne borderman with 1,775 free fall parachute jumps, Sergeant First Class Mikey P. From Orlando, Florida, he is an airborne psychological operations specialist with 1,714 free fall parachute jumps, Sergeant First Class Zach Friedenstein. From Reading, Pennsylvania, he is an airborne wheeled vehicle mechanic with 1,065 free fall parachute jumps, Sergeant First Class Tyler Becker. From Medford, Oregon, he is an airborne communications specialist with 731 free fall parachute jumps, Staff Sergeant Kyle Mead. From Miami, Florida, he is an airborne ranger with 4,136 free fall parachute jumps, Staff Sergeant Dan Gerlach. From Locust Grove, Georgia, he is an airborne combat engineer with 538 free fall parachute jumps, Staff Sergeant Justin Drake. From Makakila, Hawaii, he is an airborne military police with 1,527 free fall parachute jumps, Staff Sergeant Justin Brenner. From Los Angeles, California, he is an airborne infantryman with 1,338 free fall parachute jumps, Sergeant First Class Rafael Torres. Leading the Golden Knights in free fall, the team leader for the Gold Demonstration Team, from Rayford, North Carolina. He is an airborne infantryman with 3,347 free fall parachute jumps. Sergeant First Class Morgan George. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to introduce the gold demonstration team for the 2024 Air Show season. All members of George United States Army Parachute Team, the Golden Knights. Now keeping with a long-standing Golden Knights tradition, we would like to present today's baton, which was flown in free fall, to a distinguished member of today's audience. Major Stevenson has stepped forward and met with the team leader and has been presented with today's baton. He will meet with each of the individual team members. Major Stevenson is an evaluated and instructor aircraft commander on the C-5M with over 2,000 flight hours, including over 400 combined combat and combat support hours. He is the recipient of both the Air Force Commendation Medal and the Air Medal for the United States Air Force Central Command. As Air Show Director, Major Stevenson oversaw the coordination of 35 organizations and 425 personnel. Major Stevenson, the United States Army, the Golden Knights, and the great state of Delaware proudly salute you. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our performance for today. And on behalf of the entire team, I would like to thank each and every one of you for being such a warm and receptive airborne audience. In closing, I leave you with this final thought. In the future, may all your days be prosperous and your nights golden.